I'll introduce you to Farengar. He can be a bit... difficult. Mages, you know.
Come to Dragon's Reach to discuss the ongoing hostilities. What? Project? You think you could help me? I really don't think so. The Jarl can be found in the Great Hall, probably sitting on his Jarl's throne. Not over here in a wizard's laboratory.
Farengar, I think I found someone who can help you with your dragon project. Go ahead and fill her in with all the details.
So the Jarl thinks you can be of use to me. Oh yes, he must be referring to my research into the dragons. Yes, I could use someone to fetch something for me. Well, when I say fetch, I really mean delve into a dangerous ruin in search of an ancient stone tablet that may or may not actually be there. Ah, no mere brute mercenary, but a thinker. Perhaps even a scholar? You see, when the stories of dragons began to circulate, many dismissed them as mere fantasies, rumors, impossibilities. One sure mark of a fool is to dismiss anything that falls outside his experience as being impossible. But I began to search for information about dragons. Where had they gone all those years ago? And where were they coming from? I learned of a certain stone tablet said to be housed in Bleak Falls Barrow. A dragon stone, said to contain a map of dragon burial sites. Go to Bleak Falls Barrow, find this tablet, no doubt interred in the main chamber, and bring it to me. Simplicity itself. Ah, the dragon stone of Bleak Falls Barrow. You already found it. You are cut from a different cloth than the usual brutes the Jarl foists on me. That is where your job ends and mine begins. The work of the mind, sadly undervalued in Skyrim.
Wait for me. Farengar!
Come to Dragon's Reach to discuss the ongoing hostilities, like the rest of the great warriors? Remember, your mind is the best weapon you have.
Farengar, you need to come at once. A dragon's been sighted nearby. You should come too.
A dragon? How exciting. Where was it seen? What was it doing?
I'd take this a bit more seriously if I were you. If a dragon decides to attack Whiterun, I don't know if we can stop it. Let's go.
So, Irileth tells me you came from the Western Watchtower?
Yes, my lord.
Tell him what you told me about the dragon.
Oh, that's right. We saw it coming from the south. It was fast. Faster than anything I've ever seen.
What did it do? Is it attacking the Watchtower?
No, my lord. It was just circling overhead when I left. I never ran so fast in my life. I thought it would come after me, for sure.
Good work, son. We'll take it from here. Head down to the barracks for some food and rest. You've earned it. Irileth, you'd better gather some guardsmen and get down there.
I've already ordered my men to muster near the main gate.
Good. Don't fail me. There's no time to stand on ceremony, my friend. I need your help again. I want you to go with Irileth and help her fight this dragon. You survived Helgen, so you have more experience with dragons than anyone else here. But I haven't forgotten the service you did for me in retrieving the Dragon Stone for Farengar. As a token of my esteem, I have instructed Avenici that you are now permitted to purchase property in the city. And please, accept this gift from my personal armory.
I should come along. I would very much like to see this dragon.
No. can't afford to risk both of you. I need you here working on ways to defend the city against these dragons.
As you command.
One last thing, Irileth. This isn't a death or glory mission. I need to know what we're dealing with.
Don't worry, my lord. I'm the very soul of caution.
I envy you the chance to see this dragon up close.
I'll see you at the watchtower as soon as the rest of the men have gathered.
Guards in Dragon Street say you aided the Jarl. On behalf of Whiterun, I thank you.
I know your family's honor is important to you, but we can't afford it.
It took me weeks to find that.
Looking for my husband, Nazim? Check the
can't get the
Jarl's
sword on my own.
backside. That's usually where he stuffs himself these days.
It's not easy being a woman in Skyrim, I know. But stay strong, and men will come to respect you. And maybe even follow you.
Here's the situation. A dragon is attacking the Western Watchtower.
Now we're in for it.
You heard right. I said a dragon. I don't much care where it came from or who sent it. What I do know is that it's made the mistake of attacking Whiterun.
But Housecarl, how can we fight a dragon?
That's a fair question. None of us have ever seen a dragon before, or expected to face one in battle. But we are honor-bound to fight it, even if we fail. This dragon is threatening our homes, our families. Could you call yourselves Nords if you ran from this monster? Are you going to let...
I work with my mother. Sell fruits and vegetables.
We're so dead.
Fun mostly.
But it's more than
What
our
are you
honor at
looking at?
stake here.
I'm not afraid
Think
of
of
you, you know.
The first
Even
dragon
if you
seen
are
in
my elder.
Skyrim since the last age. The glory of killing it is ours, if you're with me. Now what do you say? Shall we go kill us a dragon?
Yeah!
Damn
Yeah!
right.
Let's move out.
Careful if you cross the river to the east. Old Hajva Ironhand and his brigands are holed up in that cave, White River Watch. here somewhere. Rocky and Thor just got grabbed when they tried to make a run for it. Kynareth, save us. Here he comes again.
Damn good shooting, boys.
What's happening?
Everybody, get back! That sound could bring mountains down.
I can't believe it. You're Dragonborn. In the very oldest tales, back from when there were still dragons in Skyrim, the Dragonborn would slay dragons and steal their power. That's what you did, isn't it? Absorb the dragon's power. Yes, I think I am. You can shout now. That can only mean one thing. You must be Dragonborn.
Dragonborn? What are you talking about?
That's right. My grandfather used to tell stories about the Dragonborn. Those born with the dragon blood in them. Like old Tiber Septim himself.
I've never heard of Tiber Septim. Killing any dragons?
There weren't any dragons then, idiot. They're just coming back now for the first time in forever. But the old tales tell of the Dragonborn who could kill dragons and steal their power. You must be one.
What do you say, Irleth? You're being awfully quiet. Come on, Irleth. Tell us, do you believe in this Dragonborn business?
Some of you would be better off keeping quiet than flapping your gums on matters you don't know anything about. Here's a dead dragon, and that's something I definitely understand. Now we know we can kill them, but I don't need some Dragonborn. Someone who can put down a dragon is more than enough for me.
You wouldn't understand, Houseguard. You ain't a North.
I've been all across Tamriel. I've seen plenty of things just as outlandish as this. I'd advise you all to trust in the strength of your sword arm over tales and legends.
That was shouting, what you just did. Must be. You really are Dragonborn, then.
Power alone! The voice of the Dragonborn.
That was the hairiest fight I've ever been in, and I've been in more than a few. I don't know about this Dragonborn business, but I'm sure glad you're with us.
I'm
You
glad
better
you're
get
on
back
our
to
side.
Whiterun right away. Jarl Balgruuf will want to know what happened here.
Need a horse? Talk to my father, Skolvar.
Izmir, you did it! You killed the dragon. Look, you already have been told you're not allowed here. Turn around and go back the way you came.
We're causing no trouble. All we ask is to look for her.
I don't care what you're doing. After what happened, you're lucky I don't toss you in jail. Now... Closed.
We will be back. This is not over.
You there. We're looking for someone in Whiterun. We will pay good money for information. A woman, a foreigner in these lands. Redguard, like us. She's likely not using her true name. We will pay for any information regarding her location. We are not welcome here in Whiterun, so we will be in Rorikstead if you learn anything. It's none of your concern. All you need to know is that we're paying for information. If that doesn't interest you, feel free to walk away. It's none of your concern. All you need to know is that we're paying for information. Do you have news of our... We're looking for a fugitive who comes from Hammerfell. A Redguard woman. She may be somewhere in this city.
It's no fun getting pushed around all the time.
Inconceivable to our... You have come. You have come to hear the word of Talos. Because the so-called Emperor is a coward. That's right! I said coward! Oh, yes. He agreed to banish the worship of Talos at the tip of an Aldmeri sword. They called it the White Gold Concordat. Well, I call it blasphemy. A true son of the Empire would never have turned his back on our greatest hero. Not at any price. Well, let me tell you something, friend. Cyrodiil, today they take away your faith. But what of tomorrow? What then? Through the air?
Good. You're finally here. The Jarl's been waiting for you.
You heard the summons. What else could it mean? The Greybeards.
We were just talking about you. My brother needs a word with you.
So what happened at the watchtower? Was the dragon there? I knew I could count on Irileth. But there must be more to it than that. So it's true. The Greybeards really were summoning you. Masters of the Way of the Voice. They live in seclusion high on the slopes of the throat of the world. The Dragonborn is said to be uniquely gifted in the voice, the ability to focus your vital essence into a thum, or shout. If you really are Dragonborn, they can teach you how to use your gift.
Didn't you hear the thundering sound as you returned to
Get away
Whiterun?
from me.
That was the voice of the Greybeards, summoning you to High Hrothgar. This hasn't happened in centuries, at least. Not since Tiber Septim himself was summoned when he was still Talos of Atmora.
Hrongar, calm yourself. What does any of this Nord nonsense have to do with our friend here? Capable as she may be, I don't see any signs of her being this, what, Dragonborn?
Nord nonsense? Why, you puffed up ignorant. These are our sacred traditions that go back to the founding of the First Empire.
Hrongar, don't be so hard on Avenichi.
I meant no disrespect, of course. It's just that, what do these Greybeards want with her?
That's the Greybeards' business, not ours. Whatever happened when you killed that dragon, it revealed something in you, and the Greybeards heard it. If they think you're Dragonborn, who are we to argue? You'd better get up to High Hrothgar immediately. There's no refusing the summons of the Greybeards. It's a tremendous honor. I envy you, know? To climb the 7,000 steps again. I made the pilgrimage once. Did you know that? High Hrothgar is a very peaceful place. Very disconnected from the troubles of this world. I wonder that the Greybeards even notice what's going on down here. They haven't seemed to care before. No matter. Go to High Hrothgar. Learn what the Greybeards can teach you. You've done a great service for me and my city, Dragonborn. By my right as Jarl, I name you Thane of Whiterun. It's the greatest honor that's within my power to grant. I assign you Lydia as a personal housecarl, and this weapon from my armory to serve as your badge of office. I'll also notify my guards of your new title. Wouldn't want them to think you're part of the common rabble, now would we? We are honored to have you as Thane of our city, Dragonborn. Back to business, Proventus. We still have a city to defend.
Yes, my lord.
Come to Dragon's Reach to discuss the ongoing hostilities. It seems this damnable conflict has claimed everyone's passions of late. Me? I don't know much. Only the old tales about the ancient heroes who would use the voice to defeat the enemies of Skyrim. They say the emperors used to be Dragonborn, but that all ended when Martin died during the Oblivion Crisis. The Greybeards can tell you much more than I can. They're the masters of the Way of the Voice, and taught Tiber Septim himself. So, you wish to master the arcane arts? You know, if you've got the aptitude, you should join the Mages College in Winterhold.
The Jarl has appointed me to be your housecarl. It's an honor to serve you. The Jarl has recognized you as a person of great importance in the Hold. A hero. The title of Thane is an honor, a gift for your service. Guards will know to look the other way if you tell them who you are. As my Thane, I'm sworn to your service. I'll guard you and all you own with my life. Lead the way. I've got your back. I am sworn to carry your burdens. All right, what is it? What do you need? Anything else?
There's been talk amongst the guards that you are Dragonborn. But such a thing, surely that's not possible. Gotta keep my eyes open. Damn dragons could swoop down at any time.
Are those two at it again? Just keep moving. We'll wear them out.
Come on!
Don't mind them. Just working out some issues in the old way. Ask any fool around here and get a different answer. Mercenaries, warriors of honor, brothers and sisters of the blade, drunken worship. Take your pick. I've been here longer than most of them. Even I don't know sometimes. I just hope we don't kill each other. Until next time.
Get in there and push! Just keep swinging!
You're pathetic!
A fight. Don't hurt me. I've got a bad grip on my shield. Could you take a look at it?
Speak.
Can't you just tell me if the grip is
My
bad?
brother Vilkas is a better talker than me. He should be around someplace.
Haven't seen your face before. I'm watching you. Mm-hmm.
You're looking at a real warrior. We Greymanes have been feuding with the Battleborns for years.
You might do
There's
well.
no more bitter enemy than an old friend. Oh, we've got an old saying.
Don't hurt enough.
The Greymanes have lived in Whiterun since the first snows fell in Skyrim.
All I need is one.
Well, maybe that's not entirely true.
That way.
But our clan's got a long and proud history in this old. We respect the old ways, the Nord ways. And the Greymane has worked the Skyforge. Aye. We were two of the city's oldest and most respected clans. But then Ulfred got rich, and when the Troubles began, he took the Empire's side. Aye, they're an old clan like ours. Ulfred Battleborn made his money from farming. Now he's in the Emperor's pocket like the rest of them, with no regard for honor. Look at you.
If you wish to hunt with me, your feet need to be quick and your eyes quicker.
disrespect the law, and you disrespect me.
Come on in. We got warm food, warm drinks, and warm beds.
What can I do for you? Depends. Are you thirsty? Hungry? Both. Are you sure? Oh no. They found me? I need your help, please. Come with me. I need to speak to you privately. Quickly, come with me.
The security in Whiterun is terrible. Shameful is what it is.
This is a local favorite and one of the first songs I ever learned.
So, are you
Ragnar
working
the
with
Red.
them? You think you can take me?
There once
You
was
so
a
much as
hero
touch me and
named
you're going to
Ragnar the
lose
Red,
fingers.
Came riding to Whiterun from
I mean
Old
it.
Warwickstead.
Oh, so the Alakir know where I am? What do they offer you? Gold? How many more of them are coming? Tell me.
But then he went quiet, did Ragnar
Then I need
the
your
Red,
help,
when he met
and
the
there isn't
shield
anyone
maiden
else I can trust here in the
Matilda,
city.
said.
I am not the person that the people of Whiterun think I am. My real name is Eamon. I am a noble of House Suda in Hammerfell. The men who are looking for me, the Alakir, they are assassins in the employ of the Aldmeri Dominion. They wish to exchange my blood for gold. I need you to root them out and drive them away before they find me and drag me back to Hammerfell for an execution. They're mercenaries, only in it for the money. They're led by a man named Kamatu. Get rid of him, and the rest will scatter. I don't dare show my face, lest they recognize me, so you'll have to find out where they are. I heard one of them was just arrested trying to sneak into the city. If he's locked up in the jail, perhaps you can get it out of him. Please, I know I'm asking you to do something difficult, maybe even dangerous. I just don't know who else I can trust. I don't know for sure. I spoke out against the Aldmeri Dominion publicly. I suspect that's why these men were hired to hunt me down. You think I'd be in hiding if this was something I trusted town guards to handle? These men are ruthless, cunning, deceitful. They'll pay off whoever they can. I can't trust anyone here in Whiterun. Guards and Jarls can be bought. And the Alakir are close. I'm running out of time, so I'm choosing to trust you. Find me the moment the Alakir are taken care of. Any news of the Alakir?
The security in Whiterun is terrible. The guards in this city are all lazy and undisciplined. Things need to change.
Life's hard enough with all these men propositioning me. But that bard is the worst. That bard Mikhail is begging for a dagger up against his throat, the way he goes on about me. I heard him boasting at the Bannered Mare, saying he'll conquer me as a true Nord conquers any harsh beast. Huh! If you want to try, go right ahead. I don't think anything will get through that thick skull of his, though.
And the braggart did swagger and brandish his blade as he told of bold battles and gold he had made. I work for Bellathor at the General Goods Store. I'm a bard by trade. Perhaps you've heard of me.
Carlotta put you up to this, didn't she? I'm sorry, but that fiery widow is mine. She just doesn't know it yet. What did you just say? All I heard was a sound of jealousy. I don't have to take that from you. Yeah. Let's see what you're made of.
Kill him.
Get her! Drive the snow back to her. If not,
Someone do something.
keep those hands up. Let her get away with this. 12 septims on the big one.
You know how to throw a punch, I'll give you that. You... On my honor, Carlotta won't have to worry about me ever again. Come by Bellathor's shop at the market. I'm sure we've got something you need.
I've got a hungry daughter to feed, so selling my produce is really the only thing I care about. Hmm? Really? You convinced that lute player to stop chasing me? I'd thank the gods, but I'll settle for thanking you. Here's some coin for your help. You've got no idea. Half the men in Whiterun have proposed to me. Some were even single. They'll never understand. No amount of flowers or honeyed words are going to change my mind. Still here. Until next time.
The security in Whiterun is terrible. Shameful is what it is.
What? Why are you looking at me? Only if I can help it. But damn if I ain't almost sober. Hey, in the Bannered Mare, there's this bottle of Argonian ale. The good stuff. Get it for me. They won't even know it's gone. Come on. Then we got nothing more to talk about. Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind heart. Sure,
I enjoy this work well enough, but I'm ready to retire. I've been thinking of selling the inn to Isolda. Anyway, what do you need? Have you seen that shrine of Asura? They say the Dark Elves built it after they fled from Morrowind. Sight to see. Here, take a look at this. Some of the Jarl's men came by and left this bounty letter. Drink for the thirsty, food for the hungry. I assume you saw the Gildergreen? Big tree, all burnt up, in the middle of the Wind District? It's part of the Temple of Kinnareth. People want Danica to do something about it, but I don't know what they expect. The Companions? In Jorvaskr? They're recruiting new members from what I hear. I should have guessed as much. Your kind sticks to that college in Winterhold, as well they should. You'd never think to learn from a Nord like the Jarl's wizard. Sure thing, it's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room, right this way. Let me know if there's anything else you need.
The security in Whiterun is terrible.
Shit. Foolish old woman. You know nothing. Nothing of our struggles, our suffering.
Nothing? And what of my son, hmm? What of Thorold? Is he nothing? So don't talk to me about suffering.
Your son chose his
My
side.
Eorland is the finest blacksmith in Skyrim, and that's not just a wife's boasting. I can tell you're new around here. My husband Eorland tends the Skyforge up at Yorga. You should ask him about his work. Well, that and maybe those stuck-up dungs. Head up the steps from the market. My husband, you should ask him. Well, that and maybe those... Don't even get me... They put on airs like there's something special. Oh, sure. Grey Mane. Now that's a name fills you with pride. We've got... I will never...
Old friend. Patron of the great clan Battleborn. A name I'm... Uncivilized pelt-wearing axe-draggers. It's true, the Vignar Greymane and his lot are one of them. But it's one thing to take pride in your lineage, and another to cling blindly to the path. Just one more thing the Greymanes... It's not my fault they turned their backs on the Empire. And yet, they want to heap the fault on my family's good name. Money, you... The Greymanes have deep roots in what... Oh, and they hate it too. All their big talk of pride. We've got the same pride, the same honor, and we've got wealth. Battleborn is a name out of... For Clan Battleborn, they cry. And we've got honor, wealth, and titles too. Aye. Now, if that don't answer your question...
Greymane or Battleborn?
This old hag. You watch yourself out.
Got stones in your ears? I asked what side you're on. Greymane or Battleborn? New in town, huh? What difference is the Greymane's turn? So I'll ask again. Greymane. Sooner or later, we all have to choose us. More bad blood between the houses. Fralya is convinced our family is somehow... There's no reasoning with these people anymore. Long live the Empire.
Holding him? Why, I've got
All I can think about is my son, my Thorold. They say that he was killed, but I know better. I know my son is alive. Those Battleborn, they're in with the Imperials. They know it too, and yet they lie to my very face. Please visit me at my home.
Face it,
I can tell you the whole story.
Son is dead.
Please,
He
let's
died a
speak privately.
storm-cloaked traitor. And you best keep your mouth shut.
What's wrong with Skyrim these days? Everyone is obsessed with death.
You tried mercenary? Sometimes I miss the soldier's life, but when I hold my daughter in my arms, I know I made the right choice. I can teach you a few things. My Sapphire doesn't like that I've been spending so much time looking for my father's old sword. He fed his entire family with the gold he made using that weapon. I'm not about to let him. I tracked it to a group of bandits nearby. I don't know why I'm saying this, but if you find it out in your travels, I'd be grateful to you. No, I'm not. No, I'm a Redguard. My family hails from the Imperial Province. But I left home when I was just a lad. Been wandering ever since. My wife's a good woman. She can be a little hard-headed sometimes, but I love her just the same.
Let me guess.
Bring it to me.
Someone stole your sweet roll. I mostly deal with petty thievery and drunken brawls. Been too long since we've had a good bandit raid.
Yep. I'd even buy one of your relatives if you're looking to sell. Trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing. Interesting, to say the least. On the one hand, supplies are hard, but on the other, all that matters is that I have what you... Isn't it obvious? By the wonder... Not to mention my great fondness for... but without a doubt, the most compelling feature of this frozen wasteland is the volley of inane questions... at me on a regular basis. You just let me know what you need. I am... Your beck and call. Watch what you're doing. I can tell you're a discriminating customer. Perhaps you're a wealthy one, too.
Chops and steaks fit for a Jarl.
Watch what you're doing.
Isolde was... What brings you to the market?
I'm here to buy food, Nazim. I suppose you don't need to worry about that.
Welcome to our home.
Mother, what's the meaning of this? Who have you brought into our home?
Avrelstein, put that down. She's here to help us find Thorold.
How do we know she's not spying for the Battleborn? This was foolish. We can't trust anyone. Who knows what they'll do if they find me here.
I can't take any more of this. No weapons, please. Let's just talk.
All right, Mother. So, you're here to help? My brother Thorold. He was fighting for the Stormcloaks and went missing. Everyone assumes he's dead. But he's not. I just know it. The Imperials captured him, and they're holding him someplace. The Battleborns know where. I'd go and search their house for proof, but they want me to. I'd be captured, and then we'll never know what happened to him. So I need someone to find that proof for me. Anything that confirms that Thorold isn't dead, but is being held captive. They'd be hiding it, of course. Wouldn't... But you might be able to butter them up enough to lower their guard. The Battleborns, the Emperor, their connections to the Empire and the Legion are well known. They knew Thorald supported the Stormcloaks, knew he was gonna aid, locked him up someplace to get back at my family. I'm sure of it. Best if you didn't
Thorald's
mention
disappearance has left... It's hardly a secret that they have ties to the Empire. Thorald did worse. He took action against the... He's my son. I feel it in my heart. Oh, you'd understand.
Excuse me, but I'm trying to read. Nothing like a good adventure or romance to lose yourself in.
My favorite drinking buddy. Let's get some mead. I ain't done nothing.
Staying safe, I hope.
Take pity, lady, and spare me a few seconds.
All this standing around is rubbish. You should be taken to fight to the Stormcloaks. I'm not a man. I'm a weapon in human form. It means you can kill dragons and... There hasn't been a Dragonborn seen in the land for centuries. No, they live in seclusion. They are masters of the way of the voice. If you really are Dragonborn, they're the ones
I serve
who teach
Jarl
you how to use your
Balgruuf
power.
as steward. That is an old tale. Long ago, there lived a mighty hero of the North. The struggle between Olaf and the dragon. Olaf returned in triumph to Whiterun, and so, from that time until this...
We're on the same side.
Ah, splendid. The history of Whiterun. As time passed, a thriving... Today, Whiterun is the jewel of Skyrim. I can say without... Well, there are three of them. The Plains District is so named because it's the closest of the three. Most of the city's residents live in the... Dragon's Reach occupies the highest, which we call the Cloud District. From here... Splendid. There's a house available right now. Very well. Just let me know when you're ready to purchase the house.
Please keep your weapons sheathed in the Jarl's presence. Balgruuf and I share a battle bond. We met as youth. When he became Jarl, Gods, you are curious. I am charged. Powerful men have many enemies. Oh yes, there have been attempts on the Jarl's life. Take your pick. Dragons, Stormcloak, and those are just the physical threats. Every day, well, not yet anyway.
You tried mercenary work? It might suit you.
If my cleaning gets in your way, just say the word and I'll be off.
Don't you go tracking your dirty boots on my clean floor.
Those green apples you sold me the other day
Do you get to the Cloud District very often?
Aren't they?
Oh, what am I saying? Of course you don't.
You lost? Roriksted's a nice enough little hamlet, but a boring posting for a guard. The dragon...
I worry about the other settlements in the hold. Unwalled, lightly manned, prime targets for those attacks. lot of steel to shape. The Skyforge? Aye, my clan. Skyforge steel is all the companions will use. For good reason. Are you blind, girl? I'm a blacksmith. Any gods be praised. By Izmir, are you? The Companions are the oldest, most honored band of warriors in Skyrim. Don't reckon they could use you. But stranger things Why? Skyforge steel is my art and honor. The Companions need best, so they come to me.
Talos the mighty.
There's a
Talos
here
the
in Skyrim.
unerring.
Can't neither
Talos
magic
the
nor passing of
unassailable.
time.
To you we give praise. We are of might. Riding in the
I'd be a lot warmer and a lot happier with a belly full of meat.
You look tired, friend. The Bannered Mare has beds for rent. Watch the skies, traveler.
What are you looking at? You have a death wish, then? If you know that name, you must know... But it seems we both have needs, friend. Perhaps we can help each other. I have dishonored my brothers by being captured. My life with the Alakir is over now. But I... See to that, and I'll tell you what you want to know. Because I was... Kamatu always says, we're supposed to be the best of... 100 gold will secure my... I suppose you'd better hope you can. Get the money into the hands of one of these guards, and I'll tell you what you want to know. Good day.
Trouble? Done. Convince him to stay out of the city while you're at it.
My cousin's out fighting dragons, and what do I get? Guard duty.
You buy my way out of here, and I'll tell you what you want. Very well. Kamatu is west of Whiterun. You realize if you set foot in there, but that's your problem, not mine. Guard! My fine's been paid, now set me free!
Sorry. Years ago. No lollygagging.
Welcome, child. The Gildergreen, yes. It's a bit of an eyesore at the moment. More of a problem for the pilgrims than for me, but not many of them around anymore. To the east of here is a hidden grove where the Eldergleam resides. It's the oldest living thing in Skyrim, maybe all of Tamriel. Our tree here in the city was grown from a cutting of that tree. You can still feel the glory of the mother tree through it. Even its name is an echo. I've thought about that. I think if we had some of the sap, but even if you could get to the Eldergleam, you couldn't tap it. Eldergleam is older than metal, from a time before men or elves. You'll have to deal with the Hagravens. It's called Nettlebane. The hags terrify me. Your spirit is strong. It's held in a Hagraven nest called Orphan Rock.
Thank you. The pain is already easing. So sick. Can hardly stand it.